Hey guys, my name is Mumbles and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going over 3 spots on each map for a shooter born in heaven. This is an extremely hard quest, so I want to help you guys out. Let's jump right in. So for our first spot here in Customs is going to be the hillside above new gas station. You can kind of go anywhere you want around here. The main places you're going to be looking is this train cart back here. A lot of people will stop there for the quest. You get a nice view right here into the doorway. You can also see people going behind it, laying down under it. You can also see anyone running across the tracks on the backside of these buildings as well. You also have people at New Gas, however that's not 100 meters. I believe what I call Beef Hill will be 100 meters. You can also get people at the Skeleton building as well. So for our next spot here on Customs, we're going to go to the staircase, kind of at the, I call a single turret building. And we're going to be looking at the old construction building. Okay, so for our last spot here on Customs is going to be the top power. So this one is best to bring a friend just to watch your back. I usually sit over here, I look through the windows, look for any movement. Once I see movement, I then pop out and shoot. Don't just stand in the window like this, because there's been a lot of times where I've looked up here, seen someone, and was able to take them out before they could even see. Don't stand right in the open, stand off to the side. Look through the windows. You can use your C and mouse wheel to kind of adjust to actually look through the window so you can see anything, tilting as well, and then you can just pop out. The other spot up here, if you're compromised, there is one little glass hole right here. You can perfectly position. You can only get these 2 windows really. And the other spot, which you have a little bit more view, is right here. You can also see the entire skeleton building, as well as you can see to the left down by the railroad tracks as well. Alright, so for our first spot on Shoreline, we're going to have the Spine. Now, this Spine, you have 2 big areas to kind of sit. You can sit in this bush here and crouch, or you can come over to this bush here and lay down. I prefer the lay down one, however, I didn't really like this spot because I got insta-headshotted like 3 or 4 times in a row. I feel like it's just a common place that people look when they're coming down from a resort. So, I don't really like this spot, however, I've seen a lot of people get kills from this spot. You can also get you can get top of gas. You can also get power and power hillside over here, which will be another spot later on. So there's a few spots you can look. However, your main spot is going to be right here in this field. And then construction, because a lot of thick boys will stop in construction to regain stamina. So our second spot here is going to be on the weather station. Kind of plateau. On the side heading towards power, you're going to come over to this kind of double tree. And kind of just sit under in the shadows of it. That way you're kind of hidden as best possible. This whole area here is the rock above gas. And then you can also see the hilltop behind power, which a lot of people sit and wait for as well. And you can also see the hilltop behind gas station. However, this is a very long shot. It's about 200-250 meters. So keep that in mind when taking these shots, that you're going to have to compensate a little bit. And make sure you... And so for our third and final spot, and one of my favorites personally, is the hilltop above power. Now, one thing that I did a lot was sit in this bush here, kind of tilt out, look through the bush to see if I find any movement, and then once I saw movement, I would pop out just a little bit farther, and I was able to take that shot. Now, this shot is about 100-110 meters, depending where you are on the hillside and the bushes. I think this one's more about 115. This one here is about 110, and then anywhere down on the hilltops about 100-105. You also have this spot behind. This is a very popular field for people to go through, as well as this one when they come down from resort heading towards either villa or construction. You can take them out on this area here and then going over to Spine. This is where I got 2 of my kills. Alright, so for our first spot on reserve, it's going to be on top of one of either the pond buildings. So for our next spot here, down below the dome building on reserve, it's going to be this kind of like rocky area here. You're going to be able to kind of lay down right here. You can kind of scoot around, do what you need to get your angles right so that you can actually look up and down. It took me a little bit to kind of get it right, but you can get the top of night buildings. You can get the entire kind of compound area. This truck right here is 100 meters exactly from this spot. And then you also get all of the pond buildings. You can see the rooftops. You can see all through all the windows. Again, these are going to be a little bit farther shots. So for this last spot on reserve, we have this spot here in the tower. This spot, you're able to kind of stand in the middle of this so people can't shoot you from the side of the rooftops by Bishop or King. And then you can look over at this hilltop. So right about halfway up the hill is going to be about 130 meters. So the platform in the front here is about 100, and the top, I believe, is about like 150 up by the tank. You have this road here, this intersection right here is about 100 and I believe 12 meters is that road, because I've killed a guy right here and it's about 120. So keep an eye out for that, but this is probably my favorite spot. I got 2 out of my kills out of here. I got 1 guy on this hill, and I got 1 guy running down this road. But our first spot here on Woods is going to be kind of lined up with this top crate here in the compound area, and then you have this kind of spine set of rocks in it. If you come back here to this bush, this worked for me. You're kind of in the open, so kind of go low profile. I wouldn't recommend not wearing a backpack, wearing green armor. And a green rig, just so you can kind of blend in a little bit better. So our next place on Woods is going to be on the, kind of in between the break and the spine rocks, at the bottom of the hill, or the mountain. If you come down here and kind of go through the bushes, you can lay down right here, and you can get a nice view of this entire field where a lot of people run across, heading towards lumber. And a lot of people will stop at this, like, kind of rocks, these rocks right here. You can also see the other side, the rocks over the lumber yard. The new rock they put in with the duffel bag on it. You can see way over there, as well as you can even see Sturman if he comes through this pathing right here. So for our last spot on Woods is going to be the backside of the mountain overlooking the village. Now there's a lot of spots that you can kind of move around in this backside. A lot of people will pathfind between the village and going towards the sunken village. And then over here you can also see the ruins that has a couple loot spots, the trailer trucks, as well as the village. You can kind of see in between the trees. Now, I don't know if it was just my luck, but I ended up getting a couple of my kills here with people standing on the backside of the brown fence right here. There's people kind of going around the sides of it and fighting, and I was able to take them out when they were peeking the corners. So thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have a great day. Thank you. Goodbye. Deuces.